Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about this book and why I suck at writing in it. To start off though, I just wanted to make sure I said thank you. I had a number of people after I posted my last video, an update on my artistry, message me and say something like, I totally relate to this. And my response to that is, good. I'm certainly on a journey with my artistry right now, as I think many of us are and should be. So it's reassuring for me to know that I'm not alone, I guess. We're all working, and sometimes it's okay if that just means working on working. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Let's get started. One thing that I notice a lot of in the field of artistry, especially in the field of acting, is mystery. There's a lot of shadow and intentionally hidden aspects of an artist's work and growth. Sometimes, on the professional level, that can have a lot to do with contracts and NDAs, but the process, at least for me, is the most interesting part, and unfortunately, it's often the most protected. So with that in mind, in an effort to point out and highlight progress, process, and growth, this is going to be episode 2 of my new Look Artistry series. Don't stop. Okay, so don't stop. This could mean a lot of different things to a lot of different artists. As an example, if you're an artist that paints, this could mean experimenting with different colors, sketching, or just visiting exhibitions. If you're a voiceover artist, this could mean just working on some silly voice that you might never use if you have the free time. Whatever helps for whatever kind of artist you are, that keeps everything moving along, if you know what I mean. Don't stop. Today, I am choosing to highlight one thing that I know I could easily spend more time on and would probably help keep me in the mindset that I know I rely on for my artistry, and that is this journal. Wait a second, journaling? That doesn't sound like active artistry to me. If that's you right now, maybe you're missing the point of this video. Maybe I'm not explaining it well enough. When I moved to New York, May of 2015, like literally day one, I bought this journal, walked to Central Park, and wrote the following. I'm already nervous about this. I moved overnight with my fiance, Casey. Yay! On May 8th, 2015. I current address, and I write down our then living address. It's not where we live now. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna exclude that. I've already seen 2 Broadway shows. Wait. I think I'm suddenly discovering that maybe I didn't write this on the first day I moved here. It might have been like the second or something. I bought this pretty quick, okay? It was like within the week. Oh no, oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna keep reading, here we go. I've already seen 2 Broadway shows since being here. So far, I've seen On the Town and Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Ooh, I think I ended up seeing Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder like maybe 5-6 times. Yeah, it's a good show. Okay, over the last few days, it's been a few days since John has moved to New York at this point. Okay, getting the dates mixed up. Over the last few days, I've run about a large portion of central Manhattan, applying to most of the appealing restaurants/bars near and around Times Square. So I knew moving to New York early on that, I was gonna need a survival job, and I knew that bartending, mixology was something that I was really interested in. So that was kind of like the avenue that I chose. It is my hope to be able to support my life and career as an actor. I say actor because this is pre me discovering that I'm not just an actor. Okay, moving on. At least to start off with, working my way into position in which I tend a bar. Okay, so like I was thinking that I wasn't gonna hit bartending right away because, I knew it was really competitive out here for that field. So I was gonna like climb the ladder because I knew that I think bartending was probably the one job that worked more complementary with like an actor's schedule. So, all right, I love mixology. I am fascinated by its culture, its history, and its place in modern society. Oh my God. This is weird. I feel like I didn't write this. I very recently become a member of Backstage.com in the hopes that I can begin my search for work as an actor here. I can make a whole nother video on the early days of, moving to a new city and trying to find work on these different acting websites and stuff. I can make a whole nother video on Backstage, and I might. It's a resource that I utilize and still utilize to this day. Okay. I am also excited to begin at the, oh boy. Okay, so at the time, I was enrolled in a summer acting program. I name it here. I'm going to exclude it from this video because I'm gonna make another video on it later, and I'm not sure if I want the name out there for the one that I attended. Okay, so I'm excited to begin work at the Studio for Acting on June 1st, 2015, and I will be enrolled in their summer program from June through the first week of August. So it was like a month-long program. It was an intensive, if I remember correctly. I anticipate and am hopeful for the networking opportunities and some high-quality criticism of my work. Did that happen? We'll find out when John makes a video about it. I am a professional. I like how I ended this. I am a professional. Let this begin my journey to the peak of my potential. I'm going for it. I am very high on the New York adrenaline right now. This is amazing. All right, from atop a comfortable rock in the southernmost area in Central Park, Manhattan, John. Oh boy. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about that entry. Okay, I'm just gonna close this right back up. Maybe on another day, I'll go back and like dissect the individual parts of that. I kind of touched on little things here and there as I was reading it, but you know, there's some things to talk about in that. Let's move on. This journal, from the first day I wrote in it, maybe not the first day that I moved here, whatever, was meant to be a record of my journey as an artist. Any jobs, experiences, really anything that contributes to my growth goes in here. The good, the bad, whatever. The issue is that I'm inconsistent with it. The last entry I made, June 30th, 2018. So at the time of recording, like 3 months ago. Some things, including this channel and the motivations behind the videos that I post here, have certainly happened within that lost time. I just haven't written about it. Shame on me. I use this to go back and read about my progress, because when I'm feeling unmotivated, which will happen, this can be a nice tool to use to jumpstart my motivation. It really does help me to have something that forces a certain perspective on my artistry. The good, the bad, like I said. I want to keep up on this, and I think that I should because it genuinely keeps me rolling. Even now, looking back at some of the stuff from even last year, it's interesting to see some of the things that I haven't improved on, but at the same time also being able to see things that I know I've grown a lot from. Artistry is a journey, which is the whole point of this series, which is why I'm excited to keep sharing things like this with you. There it is, if you can see my last entry, June 30th, 2018. I'm going to be making a new entry here, so bear with me for just a second. There we go. October 23rd, today. There, that is done. I feel better. I know it sounds weird. I start the video with like, if you're a painter, you need to do more things related to painting, you know, but like me, oh, I get to journal, you know, it just sounds kind of disingenuous, but it's not, it's genuine. This really does help. As artists, it's important to find the things that help you the most, you know, not necessarily what's like the cool thing that people are doing that helps them, you know. Okay, anyways, so this is what keeps me moving. I'd love to hear about the things that you guys do that keep you motivated, no matter what kind of artist you are. I'm realizing now that you don't even have to be an artist for this to be applicable. Like, I mean, if you have other things that you're working towards, other goals or something, I mean, there's something that keeps you motivated in those things if you're interested in them. Like, find that thing and let me know what it is because I'm interested. And I'm not necessarily asking for like the most glorious thing. As an example, I could have talked about something else in this video. I could have talked about how I watch and critically analyze shooting, editing, acting techniques in various, you know, films, videos, productions. I do that several times a week. I mean, I could have talked about how I take voice lessons every week, and I've been doing that for almost 2 years now. I mean, that's certainly consistent and motivational. And you know, those things might have made more interesting videos. But the point isn't to just highlight all the fun stuff, you know, that you might post on social media. I keep saying it, but I'll keep saying it. Artistry is a journey. Even if there's no end goal, there's a path in there regardless. And the point here is to say that, look, Artistry isn't just all the good stuff. It's also the stuff that happens behind the scenes on the way to the good stuff. Journaling isn't the coolest thing you can do, but it's what I do, or what I hope I can do more of, rather. I am not a successful artist, at least what it means to me to be a successful artist. I want to be desperately, but I'm not there yet. And if these are the things that may someday help feed into the success that I desire, then why actively suppress it? So with that in mind, the next video in this series, I will be unsuppressing a failure of mine from this year in I Failed. I'm nervous about that. Should I be committing to that video? I don't know. Yes, I'm gonna commit to that video. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope this video isn't confusing. I'll leave some social media links around. Follow me here or there, wherever. Although I am most active on Instagram, that's certainly where I post more information on these videos when they happen. That's it for now. Take care. Bye. I drank an entire pot of coffee making this video.